Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Context, American English idioms, phrasal verbs, and expressions. I'm Ethelene. Alright, so for today's lesson, we're going to talk about the expression to table something. What does it mean to table something? Well, it means to put it off, to postpone it, to save it for later. Typically, we'll table conversations that we don't want people to know about or be in on, or just we don't want to talk about at the very moment. We don't want to continue. We don't want to get into. We table making decisions for a later date. For example, you could be at a board meeting or at any sort of group meeting and a topic comes up that's not on the agenda. So one person will say, why don't we table that for next time? Or let's table that for right now. Meaning, let's put it off. Let's not deal with it. We'll circle back to it. We'll revisit it. We'll get to it at a later point in time, but not at this very moment. Maybe we're not in a position to make the decision. Maybe we're not in a position to really delve into the issue. We also can table conversations. So you're talking to your friend Leo about Jeff and some nonsense he got into last weekend. Jeff comes and joins you guys and he wants to know what you're talking about. Now, obviously you don't want Jeff to know that you and Leo were talking about him. So you'll just casually say to Leo, let's table that for later. Let's table what we were talking about. We'll get back to it later at another point in time, because you don't want Jeff to know that you were talking about him. So when we look at it structurally, it's to table something. We should table this for next week's meeting. Why don't we table this discussion? Or let's table this for another time. Let's table this for right now. How would you feel about tabling this for a later date? Now, typically you don't necessarily hear people say tabling. That's a little odd, but we table things. I want you to table this topic for next week's agenda, right? So you can use it in the infinitive, and in this way you're almost using table as a verb instead of as a noun, which is what we're more familiar with. So to table. I want you to table this for later, or let us table this for later. Let us put this off. Let us address this at a later time. Let us postpone this discussion or this topic or whatever this is. Well, thank you so much for watching. To learn more American English idioms, phrasal verbs, and expressions, hit the subscribe button below. Bye.